Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay, let's go to a new chapter. Mm, High coffee prices are reshaping the coffee industry. For years, specialty coffee and commercial coffee lived in two different worlds. Today, that line is becoming much less clear. High prices are changing how consumers buy coffee, how roasters source coffee, and even how producers decide what to grow. The the old markets, before we had two different markets. For many years, the industry worked like this: commercial coffee, low price, large volumes, price driving; specialty coffee, quality, traceability, unique flavors, sustainability, premium price. Consumers were willing to pay a significant premium for specialty coffee. This creates the conditions for a new business model, such as direct trade, to emerge, transform both coffee consumption and the specialty coffee market. But with the inflation cycle, what changed? Coffee became expensive when the Arabic price moved above historical levels. Everything became more expensive. Instead of asking, should I buy expensive specialty coffee? Consumers started asking, if I'm already paying a lot, why not pay a little more for something much better? This is the key message from this week's article. But it's really that simple. Specialty suddenly looks cheap. The price gap. Imagine this: commercial bag around $18, special bag around $22. Years ago, that difference felt large. Today, it feels surprisingly small. The relative value of specialty coffee has improved. Consumers may trade up. Better coffee is becoming easier to justify instead of losing customers. Many specialty roasters are finding that premium coffee have become easier to sell because once coffee becomes expensive, quality becomes a much stronger argument that price alone. On the other hand, producers face a different decision. Higher price don't always mean more special. This is where things become interesting. If commodity coffee already pays well, why to invest in more labor, more selective harvesting, more drying risks, more sorting, more certifications? Producing specialty coffee becomes a much harder economic decision in a volatility market like that. So in Brazil is living the reality. What we see in the field here is many producers are profitable selling commercial grades. Others continue investing heavily in specialty coffee. For many, however, the path they take is determined more by their circumstance than their personal choice. Producing decisions are influenced by labor availability, weather condition, farm structure, local market opportunities. So, one of the biggest lessons from visiting farms during harvest is that every farm has its own reality. Before judging a producer's decision, we need to understand the condition they are working under. In many cases, it's not about choosing between commercial and specialty coffee. It's about making the best possible decision with the resource and the opportunities available. So, with the Brazil's reality, I think that relationships matter even more. Quality can't be seen on a screen. High prices don't automatically create better coffee. You still need to know. Who is harvesting well, who is driving correctly, who is separating lots, who is protecting cup quality. That information doesn't come from the futures market. It comes from relationships with the ground. Ah, that said, I think we are entering a new market here. My opinion is that the biggest change isn't price, it's how we define quality. Today, quality is no longer measured only by cup score. It also includes consistency, reliability, sustainability, transparency, long-term relationship. Consumers are becoming more willing to pay for this broader definition of quality. At the same time, producers are becoming more selective about where they invest their time and resources. That shift in perception, not just in price, could permanently reshape the coffee industry here and around the world. So, coffee is no longer just cheap or premium. The line between commercial and specialty coffee has become much less defined. The companies that understand both words, physical coffee, producers' behavior, consumer demand, and quality, will probably have the biggest advantage over the next few years. Because in coffee, price changes markets, but quality builds businesses. Today, it's what I have. See you. But